Good early morning from the canal to Inle Lake from Nyuangshwe. Beautiful morning again. Sorry about the noise. All these boats going up and down the river. It's quite difficult to hear. But tucked into a nice breakfast. Put on plenty layers. We even got a nice blanket because it's cold first thing on the river. And I've left it a bit later. You can go earlier, but I've left it a little bit later because it was so cold in the morning. You just don't enjoy it. So I set off about 7:30 this morning. We made it to the boat. Got my life jacket, blanket, and we're going to go and spend the day exploring Inle Lake. So a bit more than we did yesterday. Yesterday we just really went to the end of the lake for sunset. So we're going to make our way down the canal again into the lake, but this time we're going to go further down and hopefully see a lot more than yesterday. So come on, let's go explore Inle Lake before it gets too noisy for you to hear me. There we go, engine started. Let's go! The engines are really noisy on the boat. The boats are quite tippy. You have to sit in the middle, sit still. Oh, now the breeze has come. It's cold! Smudge on the lens. Hold on, I'll just clean you. Trouble being on a boat, you get the water everywhere, splashes. Let's just try and keep you clean. Hold on. That better? Excuse me if there's any spots on the screen. Anyway, actually, oh, camera. Hello, camera. There we go. Okay, so we've been going for about 20 minutes. Arrived at our first village, which is the market. So just hopped off the boat. Gonna head up there somewhere. Turn right and look for a local market. Come on, let's go have a look. It's our first stop on our Inle Lake tour, and it's nice to catch the market early in the morning because usually they by about 9 o'clock they start to peter and go home because it gets too hot. And a lot of these people have walked or come by boat a long way to get to the market, so it gets hot, they close up and they head off home. And what I will do is show you a little bit around the market before we head back to the boat. As you can see, it really is more of a local market than a tourist market. There is a little tourist section where the boats arrive, but once you get into the market, it's all locals and all local produce, mostly food items. Markets are the lifeblood of Inle Lake and the surrounding areas. It's where the people who grow crops, in the mountains and the fields meet the people who grow the crops in the lake and the fish. So you've got all the seeds and the herbs that grow up in the mountains, and then you've got the fish and the fruit and the veg that grows in the lake. And this is where they all get exchanged. And you can see so much. I mean, I don't know what half of this stuff is, really. I mean, I recognize a few peppers, but then there's lots of random things. But nobody bothers you because, as you can see, they're all busy going about their daily business. They've got their lives to live. And that's what's nice about Myanmar at the moment, in that it's not a tourist destination. These people haven't changed their life to suit tourists. They are just going about their daily life. And a tourist with obviously the camera in the way, just when they smile, they're polite, then they get on with their business. So it's really nice to see Myanmar life for real, shall we say, rather than a lot of places where you go to where, you know, the tourist has become the main source of income and then the main source of life, and it changes how they live, which is modern reality. But it's nice to find a country now and again where that is not happening. Well, if you're going to load the bike, you might as well load it properly. Oh, there's room for one more bag. Yeah, it'll just fit in there. See? Look at that. See, there's plenty of room. Really should have taken the shopping list for my wife rather than just guess what to buy. But I can do this. Now, hope I remembered everything. I don't want to come to market again. There we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's hanging down. That's the least of his worries, I think. And I hope he hasn't got too far to go. That is a well-loaded bike. No problem, he says. Oops, I just missed a man on the road. There we go. Hey, so that was a local market. Now we're back in the boat. Next stop, we're going to find some of the fishermen. And after the fishermen, visit the Silversmith. Hope you can hear me. Beautiful day on the lake. Much calmer than it was yesterday. The mist is still hanging over the hills over there. I can see the mist. It's beautiful. The sun is starting to warm up. Just over there is where the village I went to for the market. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Let him do the driving. We've come to a slight tourist area because we're now crashing into boat sellers. So even in front of a boat you can't escape. We saw the fishermen on the way, that was really nice. I got somebody tried to sell some silver from the boat, but now we're actually going to visit a silversmith. So let's go Inle Bar at Chuaran Silverware. Let's go and see what it's like. See if they make stuff. Off the boat and into a little silversmith. So let's have a look around them. No tour is complete without obviously trying persuaded to buy something.
This is not real silver, only silver plated.
Silver plated.
Yes, inside are all pure silver.
Oh, real silver. There you
Yeah.
go. Look at that, and just in case, look. Open and they take Visa cards.
Inside no photos, sir.
Okay. Okay, a very short boat trip from the Silversmith down there. We're now at Kayan. This is the ladies to do the weaving, who have the long necks. Let's go see what's got here. Now these are the women from the Kayan tribe, and they are grown up from 5 years old. They start wearing these gold rings around their neck, and they gradually add and increase the number of rings as they grow older. Now, where the tradition comes from, people are not really sure. There is several stories, all of them great. Some that it was to prevent slaves taking them, others it was to enhance their beauty, and another one, which is my favourite, is that it was to resemble dragons, which are sacred to the Kayan tribe. Welcome to one of the floating villages. There's a sign here, but it's in Burmese, so I can't understand it. But this is the biggest of the 4 floating villages on Inle Lake. As you can see, they're built on stilts, not really floating per se. The water's quite shallow here, maybe 3 meters. They live up there. Park their boats underneath, so their own parking garage. Quite beautiful and peaceful. Just if I get the camera steady. So we're here after we visited we did the Silversmith, then we did the long neck weavers, and they were actually quite good. We had a look around. There was no pressure to buy stuff. Obviously that's what they take you there for. The boatman gets a commission obviously if you buy something, but it was very low key. They showed you around. They were very nice to you, very pleasant, and didn't pressure you to buy or sell anything, so that was very nice. And for like the long neck people weaving, you can leave a tip if you want to, so I left a little tip to say thank you for lovely shots. Now we're just bobbling around the floating village, having a look. This I presume is the school. Kids are there playing football, mostly hiding in the shade, or I don't know what they're doing, as the kids do. See, it's a whole community here. It's not just a few houses with a few people living in. Everything is here. They have their own community hall, their own monasteries, the schools. There's even a little hospital here, or a clinic I should say, and of course shops. But most of the trading they do is done at the markets that we saw earlier. So they live here, they want to trade stuff, they go to the local markets and trade there. And of course go everywhere by boat. Let me show you more of the village as we go past.